human being. He's put that on record. Number two, he said he is not afraid of losing his status as an MP. After all, it is so cheap to be an MP in this country. And any Tom, Dick, and Harry could be part of the parliament because of its cheap nature. My brother, my sister, time and again I have made this clear that much as I have very deep love for the MP, there are times he has made utterances that have made me step back and say, are you sure that this is the man saying these things? This is an MP who goes to the courthouse and tells judges and lawyers, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? I am a whole MP. Have you campaigned before? Have you won any elections before? So if being an MP is not that prestigious, why would you use that position to ask people to give you some kind of respect and recognition? Kennedy Japan says, being a parliamentarian in Ghana is so cheap. Several times you have seen him in the Parliament House using unprintable words and also receiving unprintable words from colleagues who are supposed to be called honorables. True or false? My brother, my sister, today I want to take it calm and easy. If Mr. Japan truly loves his position as an MP, I am not sure that he would say he's not afraid to lose it and he doesn't care. Number two, if he had any respect for his position as a parliamentarian, and if he had any respect for the parliament, I am not sure he would say that parliament is that cheap. It's a prima facie issue, my brother, my sister, that should not even have gone to the privileges committee at all. The man has said it time and again that parliament is so cheap that any Tom, Dick, and Harry can be a parliamentarian. He has called some members of parliament fools. My brother, my sister, we are told in the schools and all over that all parliamentarians are supposed to be called honorables. So if a parliamentarian is supposed to be called an honorable, and you call a fellow parliamentarian a fool, is he an honorable fool? For me, this is enough to take off the MPship from Kennedy Japan and let him go away and do whatever he pleases. That gives him respect, and that is respectful to him. How many people don't understand? Listen, I'll tell you something. Now, when you go to university and finish, get your certificate. They say it's a certificate of merit. You leave the university and you go around doing things that are terrible to the university and bringing the name of the university into disrepute. You can be called back and the certificate will be taken. Are you aware? Now, when you get a certificate from the university, what it tells you is that you're supposed to be a good ambassador to that university. That is how come President Rawlings, who never went to any university in the world, was given a doctorate degree. That is why Napo recently was also given a doctorate degree. That's how come. So many people, my brother, my sister, who have never been to any university are given degrees. It's in recognition of the good things that they do. It is not necessarily academic. In the same vein, if those people go out there and do things that bring the name of the university into disrepute, those certificates can all be recalled. And those people, my brother, my sister, can be dissociated. My brother, my sister, what do you think? If a man says there's no respect in parliament, that parliament has some members in there who are fools, If a man comes out to tell you that the parliament that he represents is so cheap, does he need to continue to be a parliamentarian? That's the first thing I'm talking about. Is Parliament scared of Kennedy Japan? Has he become a monster that is ready to eat any other person who does not support him? I'm just asking questions. Now we leave that aside and let's look at the other side. We all remember Ahmed Swale. He died and left his wife and children and family. As to who is taking care of the children, only God knows. I do not remember the nation saying, oh, because this man was threatened and he was shot and killed in broad daylight, the Ghana Journalists Association or the Media Houses Association, no matter what you call them, or even the nation called Ghana, is going to be contributing something to help with the family until the killers are apprehended. Does it make sense? Does it make sense what I'm saying? Hear me now. This was a man who was threatened on live TV. This was a man, a sitting MP, called harm on. This was a man, a sitting MP, called violence on. In a few days, violence visited him. In fact, the first person to be taken in should have been the man who called violence to be visited on this guy. We're told the police invited him. He went and spoke and walked away. Because in this country, we respect idiots. Zuma is in jail. The whole former president of South Africa is in jail. In this country, any idiot, my brother, my sister, whose brother is the IGP sister's brother's cousin's nephew, can walk scot-free from murder, can walk scot-free from any criminal activity. As long as you know somebody who knows another somebody who knows another somebody's uncle's cousin's nephew, who played golf with another somebody's brother's sister's girlfriend, you are free. So we end up jailing orphans because the orphan knows nobody. And we free hardened criminals who squeeze our necks night and day, strangulating us. How many people don't understand this? Until we let justice become a colorless, amorphous figure, like the trapezium. I beg your pardon, like the amoeba. That's the word I was looking for. We would never know peace. Remember, how can there be peace without justice? My brother, my sister, until there is justice, there can be peace. Until there is justice, peace would be in oblivion. It will become a fleeting illusion, a mirage. My brother, my sister, hear me. Hear me now. In this country, if we want the country to move forward, we must be talking about institutions. Our institutions must work, devoid of who is in power and who is not in power, devoid of who is coming to seek justice and who is not coming to seek justice. Until we do that, my brother, my sister, we will continue making demigods out of each other, and the unfortunate ones would be the orphans and the less privileged. It hurts me so much. Sometimes when I hear people around say, oh, in Ghana it's about who you know. To get a job, it's not about your certificate. It's not about how handsome you are. It's not about how brainy you are. It's about who you know. So you see people running after people who know people rather than running after knowledge. We run after people who know people. Do you get it? In this country, we run after people who know people and not after knowledge. After all, when you go for that interview, they are not looking for what is in your head. They are looking for who sent you. When you have a problem with the police, instead of having the police do their work, all you do is to call some big man, and the big man says, give the phone to that silly officer. They say, okay, this is this person on the line, says he wants to talk to you. And police in Ghana will take the call. Can you do this in Britain? That a policeman has accosted you, arrested you, and you pull out a mobile phone from your pocket and say, oh, this person wants to talk to you. Oh, let's get to the office. Then we can talk to people. That's what they will tell you. As it is right now, we are talking to nobody. You have been arrested. You know what it means to say arrest? To stop you from movement. But in this country, no. Police jump into your car, ask you for money. Then there's a new IGP. Yesterday I was in town driving around, and a lot of policemen still on the street were asking me for money. The IGP has a lot of work to do. Police, listen, the only way you can get respect is to respect yourselves. I wish I could go from one police station to the other and just give a word to police people in Ghana. Why have you made yourself so cheap, some of you? You stop a car, instead of checking the papers and other things. Oh, your boy's there here. Oh. Charlie, nothing for the weekend. Why? Why are you so cheap? Bring respect on yourselves. Your children and children's children, would you want them to remember you as a man who stood on the street and took bribe? Is that what you want as a legacy? There's a new IGP. And this new IGP, I sympathize with him. You have a humongous task on your head. If I were you, I will first and foremost deal with the morality of the police. Can we go back and check how we recruit our police? Are we recruiting people who just want any job? Or we are recruiting people to police us with the interest in policing? I can dare tell you that 99.9999999 to the umpteenth 9% of people who have been recruited in the police recently and in the near past, my brother, all joined the police because they could not get any other job. Today, my brother, my sister, let us open up employment opportunities and say that, oh, those who are in the police service right now, those of you who want to leave and come and do A, B, C, or D, come out and join freely. Police will be left with only one person, maybe the IGP. All police people in Ghana will leave. Let there be an opportunity right now for other job opportunities. 99.99999% of all the police in Ghana will leave. Those who will stay there might be the old men and women who have just 2 more months to retire. After all, they think that, well, it's all over now. Ask yourself, be honest. If you return to this world, if there was an opportunity for you to return to this world, would you still be a policeman? Your predecessors have made the police service so useless. Bribe left, right, and center. And they don't take any proper bribe. 2 cedis, 5 cedis, 10 cedis, 20 cedis. They don't care. Because if they take 10 cedis from 50 people in a night or in a day, that's a lot of money for them. Forgetting that the nation that you claim to be policing, you are sinking it. Who will speak some motivational messages to the police? If you are a policeman and you attend any church, let your pastor be arrested. Quick, you pick a phone to make a call to find out who has arrested him, so you free him. True or false? All these things, my brother, my sister, if the police had its institution working properly with dignity, Canada, Japan won't come and sit down and say you are useless police. That he knows how to police better than all of you. He said it. He said it, and he might not be too wrong because of what he sees, because of what I see. Young boys and girls who just came out of the police school have started asking motorists for bribe. What were you taught in the police school at all? You leave police school and come. Your first day at work, you are already saying, hey, your boy's day here will be weekend. Oh, what a shame. How do you feel? Do you have a conscience? And I hear the big men are those who sit in the corner. Item, they call them item. Oh, item, yes, sir. They send the boys to ask. And some of the policemen and women who are not even on the road duties are expecting that those on the road, when they return to the office, they will tip them. Young corporals, my brother, my sister, are on the street taking bribe, and when they return to the office, they give their bosses money. How can we respect the police? What kind of a job is that? Police is supposed to be full of dignity, but you have denigrated it so bad, my brother, my sister, that you have no respect anymore. Now, IGP, you are here. The new IGP, Dampari. You have a huge task ahead of you. And I sympathize with you. If I were you, I would start a public education, strong public education. In fact, to bring back the dignity of the police. Encourage motorists to take videos of police who ask them for money. The moment the policeman stops you, start videoing. Make sure that you have your papers correct. Everything is set. Encourage the citizenry to freely allow the police to arrest them if they are wrong. That way, we will respect the police. I keep talking about police, because police is one of the most important, in fact, organs, my brother, my sister, when it comes to law and order. To meet one soldier man, you would have met about 100 police. It's just these days that the president is trying to demean the police even more by raising the army above the police and sending the army out there to go and do what the police is traditionally supposed to be doing. But whatever it is, police, stop disgracing yourselves. Young police guy, 22, 25, you begin your profession with bribe. Today be weekend, oh. Hey, boss, today be weekend, oh. You are not looking at the license of the person. You don't care how many people he would kill because he has no license. You care about how much he would give you. You are so low. So low. How can you prosper? How can you prosper? You will pray 1 million times, you will never hit your target. You will take all the bribe that you can. You will never go anywhere because this is dirty money. This is what the IGP needs to be talking to these people. The country needs to develop. Your boys are on the street demeaning the service. People only will join the police because of financial gains. Nothing more. So when they go, their interest is not in policing, it's on the money. Why is it that we have South African police that have respect? American police respect. When you go to America and somebody tells you he's a cop, my God, the respect is high. oh, I'm a cop. They hardly even tell you. But when you find out that this is a cop, my God have mercy, you feel automatically protected. Not here, when police and the rest will give their guns to armed robbers to go and rob so that they will share the money. What kind of a country is this? Who is dealing with the morality? The churches have failed. The mosques have all failed. Go to the Zongo, my brother, my sister. Somebody would finish praying right now and is walking into another man's wife's room. Somebody, my brother, my sister, will come from Friday prayers with his long tasbah, my brother, my sister, and he is going to steal or cheat something that is worth 20 Ghana cedis, says 100 cedis, because a white man is buying. Then after all, say, oh, Alhamdulillah, oh, God has given me money today. Satan has given you money. You're a thief. That is why we continue to be where we are. Aroma is spending the whole time talking about the morality of our people. Right now, social media is all about nudity. It's all about sex, night and day. Young girls are injecting, they are here to be bigger so they can be immorally rich. I am so ashamed that these days it is only prostitutes who are owning houses in East Legon. The so-called slave queens, prostitutes, they are those who own houses in cantonments. Not the man who has his masters or his PhD. The man who has racked his brains and burnt the midnight oil whilst you were prostituting. The richest people in Ghana now are prostitutes. Aside prostitutes is the politicians. After the politicians is the fake pastors and fake malams. As for the graduate, he is the least rich. They are those on the streets every day fix the country. Check those who are running on the streets, fix the country. 99.99% are graduates. Frustrated graduates who the system has frustrated. Right now, the prayer of every young boy is that, oh God, if you can turn me into a woman, I will be happy. So that I will look for a politician, sleep with him, and get a house at East Legon. True or false? Every young girl now is either doing hookup or looking for. It has become so, I don't know what word to put in there. My brother, my sister, hookups, and they are just okay. One man is sleeping with 6 girls on one bed. He penetrates this one, comes out, penetrates the second one, and he penetrates 6 of them. And when they finish, all their mind is on is the money. They take that away. My brother, where is this going to lead us to? The rich people right now are not those who work hard. It's those who prostitute their bodies. For 10 minutes of sex, she gets a house at East Legon. You for 20 years in the university, from SSS all the way to your PhD, you don't even have a bicycle. In fact, the bicycle that you have, every 5 centimeters you ride, it gets a puncture because the tire is dead. Your bicycle that you have has no brakes. You have to use your leg to brake it. And you have been in the university. Some semi-illiterate who has big buttocks and big boobs has 6 houses in East Legon for sleeping with some pot-bellied politicians. Where is this country going? And when we will say fix the country, there's a problem. Fix the morality, there's a problem. My brother, I'll leave it here. I'm going to look at the next thing. Now, Gabi Ochridako is the pseudo prime minister of this country. Everybody knows that. He's the boss of Asasi Radio. He's come out to say that the new bill that Sam Jatta is pushing in parliament is only going to bring us hate and blacklisting of the country. Why is he saying that? Now you realize that from last week, Sam Jatta, MP for Ningo Pram Pram, has been trending. He's pushing a bill against homosexuality, lesbianism, what we call the LGBT plus, whatever. And Gabi says, we already have laws that prohibit homosexuality and the rest. Why go to the parliament and add more? This is going to just let other countries in the world blacklist us. Why do you do that? That's what Gabi said. Okay, my brother. I've talked about this before. I'm going to spend a few minutes to finish it. You see, when people want to continue begging, they talk like what Gabi has said. When people want to continue behaving lowly, they behave like Gabi. When people want to continue thinking and fooling themselves that everybody should love them, they behave like Gabi. My brother, you go to America, you can't mention the word polygamy. It's the best example I can give you. They'll chase you out. That Biden has another wife, hey, the whole of America would explode. But when you talk homosexuality, oh, that is in their lexicon, that's okay. Oh, when you talk queer, oh, cool. Oh, when you talk transgender, oh, good, cool. But homosexuality, queer, and the rest, cool. When it comes to polygamy, it's like a bomb from Al Qaeda. My brother, my sister, what point am I making? Every country is sovereign. It has its own values, and it has its own vices. Hear me now. America is okay, calls it human rights. Oh, calls it okay. Saudi Arabia says no. If we catch a woman sleeping with another woman, we will hang you. If we catch a man penetrating another man, we will hang you. My brother, my sister, and that is Saudi Arabia with its beliefs. Then America, England go down to Saudi Arabia, and America would say, hey, you guys are not doing the right thing. It is against human rights. You guys are terrorists. Human rights. You guys are not civilized. Saudi Arabia says, we like it like that. We don't want to hear homosexuality. We don't want to hear lesbianism. If you want us to accept homosexuality and lesbianism, kindly accept polygamy too. Say, no, that is uncivilized. We too is uncivilized to us. We all cannot believe in the same things. Some countries say no, others say yes. So if a man comes out to tell me that because I have to be friends with another country so they don't blacklist me, I have to accept everything they do, hook, line, and sinker, I have a problem with that. I have followed this gayism, homosexuality, and so on and so forth from when I was a little boy. I started interacting with lesbians, homosexuals from way back. I know their activities. Time after time, I've changed some of my knowledge because we all grow. In the days when I would have flown into the faces of some lesbians and some gays, today I will not do that. I've said it time and again. And it is not because I endorse their activities, but it is because personally, I feel like everybody, my brother, my sister, needs the opportunity to grow. There are things that I do that are not right. If you do something right now to me, and I say this is so terrible because I don't agree with you, I should kill you. How would you have learned from me and changed? This is deep for people to understand. Some people won't understand this. The properness of Islam, the properness of Christianity, my brother, my sister, always advocated that If people don't agree with you, still allow them close to you. Be a mirror for them to learn from, so that they may change their ways. What did Christ say? He said, I came for the sick like a doctor, not for the healthy. What did the Prophet of Islam say? He said, use your own self as a mirror. Let your life be a mirror for non-Muslims, so that when they see you, they see a very good picture, and they want to leave whatever they were doing and be part of it. How do you convert people when you keep chasing them and slaughtering them? You can't. How do you give compassion to everybody? In the past, I've said so many things about gays, and people have become so angry and so mad. My brother, my sister, I don't agree with homosexuality. I don't agree with lesbianism. I am not part of it, but my doors are opened for homosexuals and lesbians to come in and sit down and be shown love. What kind of love am I talking about? To listen to wisdom, share wisdom, and so on and so forth. I'll tell you something interesting. A man is an armed robber, which Christianity does not agree to. Everybody in the church knows that this guy is an armed robber. He goes to steal. He brings money to the church to build the church. They take it and pray for him and make him a church elder. How many churches will refuse money that is coming from a thief? And even the mosque. How many people will go to the chief imam's office and donate money? And people know that, oh, this guy does sakawa. This guy, his work is sakawa. In other words, stealing. Yet he takes money to the chief imam's office, or some goats and sheep. And then the people around our chief imam, go. Barao, shege barao. Take your money away, we don't want it. How many people? Let's be honest. How many people will reject the thief's money? How many people? We are quick to receive the thief's money, but to some other people, we should slaughter them, kill them. I don't agree with homosexuality. I don't agree with lesbianism. My brother, my sister, I have never been part of it. I don't think I would ever be part of it. But in the interim, I think that I should be a conduit for people like that to flip over if there's anything like that. Show love. The Prophet of Islam, even his bitterest enemies who wanted to kill him, he allowed them close to him, and he made his life change them. If you kill me today, how do you convert me tomorrow? So this new bill, my brother, my sister, I support it. I support it. This is what the country stands for. We cannot force our values on America. Neither can we force our values on South Africa or England. We have our own values. Let's keep our values. As a country, we are sovereign. When we go to America, we don't go flaunting our 5 wives, 4 wives, 2 wives. No, because we know that they do not believe in polygamy. So when they come here, we don't expect them to start kissing each other on the streets, male to male, female to female. No, respect us. It's not everything you value that we value. What I am against is to start chasing homosexuals on the street and slaughtering them, you know, lesbians, slaughtering them. Sometimes some people would even do that because of hate. This guy is not a lesbian, but because I hate her. Oh, it's a lesbian, get 5, 6 people. This is a lesbian. Oh, blah, blah, go, they beat, kill. Then it comes out that, oh, it's not even true. We've seen this happen to us several times, true or false. Let's look at it. So for Gabi saying whatever he said, please, it doesn't make sense to me. We have to be a sovereign country. We don't live on an island. We are who we are because of who we are. Let us look at it so strongly and deal with the problems we have in this country. The stealing, the corruption, and all that. And stop putting too much attention on gays and lesbians. Corruption. Your president is bathing in the skies. He's sleeping night and day. Key meetings, he's fast asleep. And you are there punching each other over who is a lesbian and who is what. You have the laws. Let the laws work. Let the institutions work. If there's anybody to punch, we have to punch all those corrupt officials who are bathing in the skies, who are sleeping night and day in key meetings, who have brought their relatives into what government to rob and cheat us. They are those who should be punching, not lesbians. Has any lesbian stolen your money? Has any gay stolen your money? The people who have stolen your money and corrupting the youth are the politicians. Let us choose our battles properly. They bring this gay and lesbian thing to distract you so that you forget about their stealing. I'll leave it here. The president talked about a few things yesterday on the, what is it called, the vaccine. And I'm reading something from here which is quite interesting. It says that the government to invest $25 million to establish National Vaccine Institute. I'm going to be very brief with this. And he says, the government of Ghana is set to invest some 25 million US dollars as seed money towards the establishment of a National Vaccine Institute to spearhead the country's efforts at producing vaccines locally. I'll leave it here. What he says is that the country is going to invest 25 million American dollars in a National Vaccine Institute. How much money was going to be used for the cathedral? What is Mr. President saying about the cathedral? Now it is a National Vaccine Institute. What happened to all the preparations and concoctions at the beginning of COVID? The herbal concoctions that we said were going to be tested and we're going to be told if those ones are very good for our virus. In Ghana, we like to break the news. We don't want to follow the news. The president has spoken. 25 million. How much did they pay as judgment debt to the English power supplier? 179 million. Now only peanuts, 25 million for vaccine. I ask again, how much money contract did they sign with the fake sheikhs, criminal sheikhs who were supposed to bring us Sputnik V from Russia? After the health minister lied over and over how they tried to get in contact with Russia. They did all they could. They even spoke with some people in Russia and they couldn't get the vaccine. They had to go through thieves and terrorists in Dubai, some sheikhs. It took a Norwegian newspaper to open the eyes of Ghanaians. Such a shame. The health minister has done so well in the past. Done so many different things. Has even served as I was told, a deputy to the finance minister. And in all occasions, he's lived up to expectation. Somebody would say, well, he made a mistake. Give him an opportunity. Give him another chance. And I will stand with that. He has already said that he has erred. He made a mistake and it won't happen. We all make mistakes. Some are calling for his head. Some want to slaughter him. He has said that he's made a mistake. But go ahead and confess to us how many more mistakes you made. Don't let us be exposed before you come out and you are telling us some of these things. How many more mistakes have you made? How many more mistakes have other ministers made that we haven't heard of yet? It took a whole Norwegian newspaper to break the news to us that those sheikhs were dubious, they were thieves, terrorists. That one, Gabi is not seeing it as a way to get us blacklisted. No. For us to contract thieves and terrorists to get us spotting. Jesus have mercy. Corrupt. Trying to find a way to steal because they have an affinity for stealing. Terrorists were those who were going to bring us Sputnik V. It has come out that it was those terrorists who even approached us. We were not those who approached them. Dubai, UAE criminals were those who were supposed to go and bring a Sputnik V. Hey, God saved us. Thank you to Norway for exposing this criminality. Imagine these sheikhs just went to China to pour just any powder into anything and ship that down to us. It would have been mayhem, a massacre of the innocent people of this country. Has anybody thought about that? Minister of Health lies to us that he went to Russia to talk to the people. Or better still, he contacted the Russian authorities to give us some vaccines. But they were not ready to give. They were, so many bureaucracies left, right, and center. And they then decided to contact an agent in Dubai that could give us the Sputnik V vaccine. And even signed a contract without the approval of cabinet, without the approval of parliament, without the approval of anybody but the health minister and his advisors. My brother, my sister, at the end of the day, it took a Norwegian newspaper to write that Ghana had contracted a UAE group of sheikhs who were criminal and at the same time they were terrorists on the wanted list of terrorists in the West. And we all started to shake. Oh, Norway, we need to applaud this newspaper, compensate this newspaper. Imagine this contract had been done and everything was finished. These terrorists, Sheikh who and Sheikh who would just go to China, pour just any powder inside these containers. We want 1 million of them. Just do that. Pump. China can do anything. Any powder, Kolebu powder, whatever powder. After all, Sputnik V is a powder. Put it inside the containers. Let's ship that to Ghana. Seal them nicely. China is a good imitator. Send them to Ghana. They take their money we've supplied. Then president will come on TV again. Fellow Ghanaians, the Sputnik V vaccine has come and the health minister has done everything in his power to get it. We need to thank the health minister and the good people of Ghana. This one cost us $1 million. So everybody should stand in front of the park there and be injected. Now we could do COVID. After COVID, then you eat some precase and you are okay. I'm taking the first shot. And president goes, Pshu! Before he realizes every second he's getting hot because he's been injected with just powder, useless powder. President has taken the first shot. He's sweating every second. So he needs to fly in the skies and bath. You think the president is bathing in the sky for nothing? One shot, he's sweating like a pregnant fish. He would only be okay when he takes his shower in the air. There, up there. After sleeping for 28 hours a day, he baths there for 5 hours. He's in the shower like a fish, electric fish. And he's there in the water like that. Because you took a jab from criminal terrorist sheikhs. Norway saved us. Can we trust this president? Can we trust this government? If this powder had come into our country, bad powder, these sheikhs, if they had gone to China to just make it, because we are fools, we don't investigate, we do nothing, no research, then this dirty powder would come to us. Everybody's injected Chinese powder. Hey, Chinese powder, maybe it's even ash. They are injecting us with ash. Everybody's getting it. They've written on this Sputnik V. Before Russia realizes that it has not supplied any Sputnik V to Ghana, 1 million people would have gone down the drain. That's how serious it is. We are not joking. We are not joking. Today, if Mr. President needs the heart of another human being to survive, oh, this is easy. It's Mr. President. He needs a human heart to survive because his heart is dead. He will get it in a millisecond. But you and me, if we need a human heart, even the goat's heart, how many of us can afford the goat and remove his heart? Today, if they say that Mr. President is dying, so he needs a human heart, 6 million people will line up in front of Mr. President's house, ready to donate their heart so that the money can be used to take care of their poor families. Me and you, if the doctor says we need a heart transplant in order to live, we would die and become ghosts. We would die before our time. In fact, even if the doctor said we needed a goat's heart, the heart of a goat, a lot of us would die. Some of you in your house, you see Kobe once a year, that's Christmas. Some of us, before we can eat some small piece of chicken, it has to be Christmas. Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Before we can eat chicken. Know who you are. Thank you, Norway. Thank you, Norway. Thank you, Norway, for saving us from these Dubai terrorists and criminals. As for the health minister, you have goofed. I respect you because you have an impeccable past. Unfortunately, you have goofed and it has soiled your past. Whatever decision they take against you, I will stand by them. Because this could have been a whole massacre for the country. All because you took a unilateral decision. I'll leave it here. My brother, my sister, we'll leave it just about 2 minutes more. And then we are done. Oh my God, have mercy. Well, it is so interesting. Ooh. I'm going to tackle the very last thing. And this is going to be just 1 minute. I'm going to talk about it for just 1 minute. And I'm done. Now, how many of you have heard about the $5 million allegation, $5 million allegation that the Chief Justice has been bribed with some $5 million? You heard about it, right? The case is raging on. And this one is from my Joy Online. It says, alleged $5 million bribe. Why Chief Justice was asked to expand panel hearing. Hearing Chief's case. Court documents secured by Joy News raise serious questions about bribery allegations leveled against Chief Justice Eninia Boa. It had been alleged that the Chief Justice demanded a $5 million dollar bribe to influence a case pending before the Supreme Court. It has now emerged that the Chief Justice only got involved in that case based on an official memo written to him by the original presiding judge requesting for an enhanced panel. My brother, my sister, We've run out of time. We'll look at this into detail and find out the merits of the 5 million bribe. But the big question we keep asking is, should the Chief Justice not step aside for investigations to go on? Should the Chief Justice not step aside? Anyway, my brother, my sister, COVID-19, second wave is here. Or is it the third wave or the fourth wave? Remember to wear your masks. Most importantly, be more hygienic and eat well. You don't have to eat chicken before we say you eat well. I don't eat chicken. My brother, my sister, eat a balanced diet, eat at the right time, exercise good, improve your immune system by eating more vegetables and fruits, and all diseases will flee from you. What is this thing that I'm hearing that before you travel to some countries you have to take a jab? Schengen, Germany, Holland, you got to take a jab before you go there. How many people want to go there? Huh? Canada, now you have to take a jab before you go to Canada. We'll discuss it properly tomorrow. Well, my name is Blakk Rasta. It's been the Black Pot, aka Kuku Show them all.
Up, in mighty race. Stand and take.